If you're an Alfredo pasta lover, then you don't want to miss this. I'm combining two of my favorite pasta dishes all into one. Today, I'm making chicken Alfredo pesto pasta and sharing my favorite tips for cooking with stainless steel pans, from getting a perfect sear to deglazing for maximum flavor, all while making an easy, elevated dinner.
So good. Welcome back. My name is Priscilla. This is King Your Kitchen. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. So let's get into it. In today's video, I'm going to be combining Alfredo pasta and pesto. An Alfredo pesto. It is so delicious. I've made this recipe several times and it's very quick and easy. I have prepped all of my ingredients, so this is gonna go pretty quickly. If you don't have pesto in your refrigerator, I made a whole video on how to make pesto. Don't forget to go ahead and watch it. Or store-bought's fine. Let's talk about the ingredients in order to make this Alfredo pesto.
I made a free recipe card for this one, so you can download it or screenshot it right on your phone. It's on kingyourkitchen.com and on Pinterest. Yay! Links are in the description below.
I like to keep my plastic cutting boards specifically for my chicken. I don't like to put in raw chicken on my wood cutting boards just for sanitary reasons. I did go ahead and get started on the marinating. I use 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now, as you can see, this is 1 chicken breast. I just cut it in half. I like to cut my really thick chicken breast in half because it cooks a little bit faster. I'm able to marinate it a little bit less time. So if you're in a pinch, cut your chicken breast in half and season it that way. In another note, I'm actually adding mushrooms into this recipe. I think mushrooms add such a rich flavor, especially since I'm making Alfredo, so it's all gonna come together, but you can completely omit this step if you don't like mushrooms or don't want mushrooms in this pasta sauce. You're also gonna wanna have room temperature heavy whipping cream. I have 1.5 cups, and right now it's still chilled, so I'm waiting for it to get to temperature. The reason why that's important is if you were to put really cold milk or heavy whipping cream in your super hot pan, which your pan's gonna be hot at this point, it's going to curdle and separate. So if you've ever tried to cook a cream sauce and you poured your milk or cream in and you notice it starts to separate and curdle, it's because your milk was way too cold and you put it in a hot pan and it wasn't balanced. So to prevent that, adding in the wine or adding in a little bit of cooled off chicken stock will cool off the temperature of your pan, which will give you the perfect time to add in your heavy whipping cream so it doesn't curdle. It's going to take my pasta around 9 minutes to cook to al dente. So while I'm cooking my chicken, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my water and generously salt. You're gonna wanna salt your water because that adds into your pasta, which gives it such an amazing flavor when you mix everything together. In today's video, I'm gonna be using LaBeouf's 12-inch stainless steel frying pan to cook my chicken. And in order to do that, I need to do a couple of steps before I put my chicken right on the skillet. Now, it's important that I get the stainless steel to be non-stick before I put my chicken right on that hot skillet. The key is temperature. We want to get the temperature to the pan where your olive oil wavy, or if you want, you can put some water until it looks like mercury floating on top of your pan. Once you've reached the desired temperature of your stainless steel, you want to lower your temperature and try to keep that temperature as best as you can. Now, the LaBeouf pans have 5 layers of stainless steel underneath it. That's going to give me an even cooking layer. It's also going to keep it from cooking unevenly. When you put your chicken on the frying pan, to not move it, don't touch it, it's going to stick. As you cook it, it's going to give a coating, and that's when it's going to naturally lift from the pan. So if you try to pull it off too soon, it's going to stick to the pan no matter what. And that rule applies to whether you're cooking chicken on any kind of pan or even grilling it on your barbecue or your smoker. You can't pull it off before it gets to temperature. The key to a tender, juicy chicken is to not overcook it and to make sure that when you put it on your skillet, it's not cold. We want our temperature to be about room temperature of your chicken. Chicken can be super easy, but it can also be a little bit finicky. If you know how to cook chicken, you are going to get it right every single time. It took me a while to really learn how to cook chicken the right way, and this is my foolproof way of cooking chicken perfectly. I also like to add in a little bit of butter, about 1 tablespoon of butter to my chicken while I'm cooking it, and that'll give it a beautiful golden color. We've removed our chicken from the heat. It reached the temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit, so I went ahead and put it on my cutting board. It's resting, it's still hot, it's still cooking, and it is going to be perfect when we put it on our dish. The pan has all this amazing flavor still on it, so we want to be able to use that. That's called fond, and it is absolutely delicious. There's so much flavor there. You don't want to get rid of that. Go ahead and saute my mushrooms. Sauteing my mushrooms on this pan on top of all of the amazing flavor that my chicken just left on the pan is going to be so good. My mushrooms were a tad bit dry, so I added a little extra olive oil, some salt and pepper. I cooked them and I set them off to the side with my chicken. Next, I'm going to add in a little bit of extra olive oil, and then the last like 30 seconds or so, I'm gonna add in my garlic. At this point, while my garlic and shallots are becoming a little bit more translucent, I'm gonna go ahead and add in a splash of my white wine. As you can see, look at how it's taking off perfectly from the bottom of the pan. That's exactly what you want. This will also cool the pan down a little bit when you add in your heavy whipping cream. Look at how perfect the bottom of my pan is. There is nothing sticking to it. That is exactly what you're looking for. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my heavy whipping cream. After you pour in your heavy whipping cream, you want to simmer it. You do not want to boil your milk. You want that to stay warm, get to temperature, and mix it thoroughly and keep it at a very low heat. Once you add in your cream, then you can go ahead and add in your Parmesan. I went ahead and I grated my Parmesan straight into this, and it is 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. Freshly shredded, of course, and so you're just gonna go ahead and drizzle this right on top into your heavy whipping cream. If your Alfredo sauce is a little bit too much of a thicker consistency, go ahead and add in some pasta water. This stuff is gold. Now, I didn't want to dump it all out. I wanted to save some, so I went ahead and left about a half a cup off to the side. You can go ahead and use your measuring cup that you use for your heavy whipping cream. As you can see, it has that heavy whipping cream in there, but that's totally fine. So I'm gonna just set this off to the side. This is just in case I need it. Once I added in my pasta noodles, I went ahead and added in my mushrooms and just kind of did a taste test. So I added some salt and pepper. I would recommend tasting as you go. Parmesan cheese has a lot of salt already in it, so it's important to not oversalt this dish. Let's cut into our chicken and see how it turned out. It's been resting. My pasta is almost done. Look at that. Cooked to perfection, and it's still hot. You can see how it is still steaming. There's so much juice and flavor there. These cooked perfectly. So now I want to show you, look at how beautiful this pasta turned out. It came out perfect, and I haven't even added the pesto yet, if you're wondering. Here it is. It's been sitting on my counters. Just take a dollop, and I'm going to fold it in. Now you want to be a little gentle with your pesto. Your basil is a delicate herb. It smells so fresh. Look at how beautiful that looks. It smells amazing in my kitchen. Look at how beautiful that came out. Now is my favorite part, the taste test. I always overdo it with my bites here, but I'm just gonna take a little bit of the pasta and the mushroom. Try it. That is so good. Oh wow. Let me take a bite of my chicken. And that's good chicken. Wow. This came together beautifully. I really think that pesto and Alfredo sauce is a match made in heaven. If you haven't made this yet and you're wanting to try it, now's the perfect time. I hope you like this because this is so good. Thanks for watching. My name is Priscilla. This is King Your Kitchen. Don't forget to like and subscribe this channel for more recipes like this, and I will see you in the next video. So good.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
Oh, yeah, delicious.
So good. So good. I was gonna.